What's going on, everybody? Toby1 Shinobi here, and today we are doing our second review of a player who sent in footage before, and we reviewed it on the channel. His name is Squimwiggles. Squimwiggles, thank you so much for sending this footage. Again, very brave of you, and I appreciate it, and I think everyone watching is really going to appreciate the fact that you sent this footage in. I hope that we can all learn from this. So thank you for being brave and sending in your footage again. And let's just take a quick look at what Squimwiggles gameplay looked like 6 months ago when we did our first review. So this is where he started. In our first review, you can see that he's staying crouched. He's missing some shots, you know, he's decent. He's pretty good, but definitely mechanics wise, he doesn't look the most confident. He's missing some shots. He's playing slow, a little passive. You can kind of tell where he's at that point. So he was gold 1, I think, maybe gold 2. And now I think he's teetering towards diamond 1 right now. So he's made a nice improvement. He's had 6 months now since the first review. And he also joined up as a master shinobi, and he's been training a little bit in our master shinobi trainings. And I've noticed his skill increase already in those. So very cool. Thank you for your support, Squimwiggles. So if you're interested in master training, go ahead and click that join button down below and you'll see info on what the master training looks like. It happens 3 days a week and it's different times and we have different skill levels, etc., etc. We also have Padawan membership and elite membership, which gets you access to the private Discord full of awesome people and awesome resources to improve your game. All right, that's my sales pitch. Now let's get into the meat of the video. All right, so we are dropping in here. Looks like we're gonna drop at Crossbreeding spot. Nice. This spot is a good spot because it's got 2 blue chests, 2 rare chests at it. Just a really solid spot to drop into in solos or solos versus squads, whatever. Not a lot of loot, but the loot that it has is pretty solid because those 2 blue chests. All right, so now I can see already that we're probably going to end up short here unless you get over across this hill. So just a note, valleys right here, like you want to check that map a little bit earlier. Generally, you take the POI distance like Reckless Railways or Fencing Fields, and then you go, okay, add a little bit to that about right here. That distance is usually where you want to land, and I'd probably start looking at this water right here. Right at the edge of this water is probably going to get you a perfect drop in here, and I'm seeing already that you're not leveling out to get yourself over there. I mean, maybe I've just dropped a lot, so now I've like learned it, but like over here is probably where you want to be. Anyways, okay, so he's going to get in here. Oh, sorry, I skipped 10 seconds forward. Nice, okay. So he gets in before everyone, that's great. So I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 gliders, 2 gliders and footsteps. Okay, so there's 2 people here and somebody just hit ground, 3 people total. He knows exactly where this chest is. That's very good. So he gets to this gold weapon first. Ooh, so that guy came to the wall above, but was a little bit slower. So that drop really mattered, and it's, you know, fairly lucky that you had a little bit better of a drop than him. Either way, nice shots here. Like, I can tell already that you have massively improved in your gameplay just from that engagement right there. Very confident, good aim, decent movement. Okay, this guy's coming through the door and getting snowball launched from somebody else. Interesting. I think that might be a bot or just like a clueless guy. Yeah, Shieldsy exploded cathode, so that's a bot. Cathode 57's a bot, but I don't really love what's happening right now. Nice. Nice. Very good. Like the difference between your gameplay right here, right now, what I've just seen versus what you had before is just night and day. So hats off to you. Very well played here. Now, I think you could improve this really quick right here. You know that this guy's got an explosive weapon. You just finished shielding. I would not continue to hide in this corner. I would just get more like into the building and a better advantageous spot, because if he comes in here and pushes right through with this snowball launcher right now and you're in this corner, that's not a great spot to be. Luckily, he takes a little bit of time. He's looting. You catch him with a nice EMP for 50 and just an easy cleanup. So well done. Looks like he knows this spot pretty well. And he's going to go over here. As you kill this guard in this little building, this shack over here, then you can get the key card and open the vault. Let's see how he does this. Okay. I don't love it. I don't love you hanging out in front of this door for this long, waiting for it to open. It's just a better use of time to be scanning your environment better. So right here, before I even jump down here, I'm going to take a hard look to my right, just make sure that nobody's like decided to come push you or whatever. And just look really quick, make sure no one's over there. Then I'd put this key card in and I'd walk back out here to this mountain and I would just take a scan of my environment. Just make sure nobody's pushing in, because I don't want to get inside this vault and then find out that somebody just came over this hill. It's not hurting to scan your environment a little bit more before going in here. That's kind of the things that like make the difference between like a really, really good game sense player versus like a above average or average game sense player, is like just looking around, scanning your environment more so that you know what's going on before you get yourself in a risky situation. So just having like eyes on that stuff can really, really help. Now we're in the car and we're going towards Lavish. I like that you picked this car up. Very, very good. Just not a good idea to roll in here without a car. Car is just mobile cover. Very nice. Dang, nice. Hit him for 70. All right, pretty well played here. Now, what I don't like about this is you hit him, right? He's up in the air, and a lot of times what goes up must come down. Usually it comes down right around where you hit him, just pretty much straight up in the air, and you kind of stop your car and you park your driver's side towards where you hit him. In my book, that's a big no-no. He could have landed right here, have his AR out, and just start spraying your window, and that could be wraps for you. You hit him for 70 damage. That's pretty decent, but really that's just like a couple AR bullets. You don't have a huge up in this fight right now. I wouldn't be trying to get super close range with him. I probably would have just kept driving a little bit further, then pull my car with the driver's side away from him, or switch to passenger and then get out. But I don't really love the fact that you're getting close, because he could jump in your car right now and this could be a totally different engagement. He might have the mythic drum. You just don't really know what's going on here. Hit a very nice shot for 129, which is really, really helpful. Nice pump. And then get in the car with him, so this is good. And now all you need to do is kind of finish this. Nice. Again, I can tell right now that your skills have greatly improved. Pretty good engagement. Okay, very good aim, and I like that you were at least moving the car in, but I don't really like where you parked the car afterwards. Already way better at scanning your environment. I'm seeing this. So before, Squimwiggles here, in the first review that we did of him, he never checked his high ground when he moved through POIs. He wasn't checking high ground, and it just stressed me out so much. He was always like looking downwards, and it was really, really scary for me, because people could just be on these roofs, right? People like to watch from high ground and see where their enemies are from a distance. So I like that you're scanning your environment better, checking this high ground first. So that's good. This medallion player here has not really moved, which tells me that he's ratting. And when I say ratting, that means like he is setting up an easy kill on you, and he's trying to basically jump scare you. So this is a dangerous situation. You should be on guard here. Definitely be hard to hit right now. Sliding around. You don't know if he's like behind a bush here or inside the vault. Oof. So right there, that could be potentially a game ender. He could be behind this, or he could be inside here, right? And just be waiting to get you into this spot. I don't know. You just don't know what these guys are thinking. But if he was right here, you did not slide in, and you kind of put yourself in right here. And if this guy had the mythic shotgun, that's like 3 or 4 shots and you're dead. And you're probably not really going to compete at this range with the mythic drum. So kind of dangerous. Okay, right now you've got very little stamina. And okay, now you're skating a little bit. Whenever anyone's ratting, I never let my stamina get fully depleted, because if I get caught off guard, I want to be able to hit a sprint jump and get away from them, get some distance. So right there, like I was just kind of looking at your stamina bar, you're sprint jumping, you're burning a lot of sprint. You could just be jumping into slides and just carrying momentum and not burning stamina right now. It's called skating. It's my last video that I posted was an APM video. I call it, why aren't we talking about APM or something in Fortnite? But basically it's like talking about actions per minute and how to skate in Fortnite, which is just jump sliding, jump sliding, jump sliding, carrying your momentum and not burning stamina, which definitely could be done here. I don't like this. If you're coming through here, right, just like don't enter into a crouch, because you're making yourself a very easy target right now. If he's got a right shoulder peek on here anyways, you're dead. I don't think you're going to catch this guy off guard. If he's trying to catch you off guard, you got to just be hard to hit if you're going to move through here. Get those shockwaves out, like just be ready to go. Very scary to get in close range like this with him. I think I just heard footsteps. Yeah, there we go. Nice. That was good. So like 6 months ago, you would just never even think about doing that shockwave play right there. I like that. If this guy was here, he would be caught by surprise and you'd have a nice shot on him. So cool play. Now right here, I just like probably wouldn't crouch, right? Like he knows you're here, just like get going. Stay mobile. You don't want him thinking about how he's going to jump on your head for too long. You just want to stay mobile, make it hard. Nice. I like how you open that door, but I don't love how you walked in here because he could still be behind this door. You know, we saw footsteps in this area, so still a little sketchy. This guy's got a mythic shotgun. You got to respect the mythic shotgun. It will end your game quick. And so in my opinion right now, I wouldn't even be in here to start. This guy is clearly a rat. I bet you anything this guy is just staying put and he's just waiting for you to walk into his shotgun. So at this point, I'd basically leave this POI. I don't want to get caught off guard. I would just go do something else, find other players, and then I'd come back and kill him on his way out. Once I see that medallion moving again, then I'm going back for him. Then I know he's out of his little rat's nest and we can fight him. He's gone to the vault, he's opened it, and now we can grab the medallion off of him and the vault key and just go. That makes me very uncomfortable, but well played. Jumping the shot was helpful for sure. But coming through this long hallway right here, right? This is exactly where I'd want you. If I was this guy right here, I would just already be thinking like, okay, that door's open, big long hallway. We haven't found him anywhere else in the POI. He's probably in there, right? So first of all, you ran in here, you turned your back and checked this, which, you know, that's cool that you're checking corners, but I'd rather just break this with a pickaxe or something, check it that way. Just don't turn your back to this right here. This is a kill lane right now for this guy. If you get halfway down this hallway, you should be dead. To any decent player, if you're halfway down this hallway, just like you're about to be, absolutely dead. So this guy plays it right strategically, but misses a lot of shots somehow because you get pretty mobile on him. He has the mythic drum and a right shoulder peek. I don't know how he sells this, but he walks out into the hallway, which is just like crazy to me, why he would do that. But, you know, GG's. Pretty well played, nice aim, very good aim, good movement right there, but not a very good decision to come down this hallway. He sold it by walking out here and just making himself easy. So, I mean, that's the type of passive player that he just doesn't know how to fight because he hasn't done a lot of combat, because he tries to avoid combat because he's scared of it. So if that's you guys, if you're that type of player, you just got to get into combat more often, get into creative, get comfortable in combat. Don't be trying to avoid fights so much because in the end, it just hurts you. Okay, so now we've got a burst SMG, a shotgun, mythic shotgun, and a sniper. This is a very good loadout. Okay, and we're going back to double mobility. I respect that. Oh, here's the guy that we were talking about. So you can hear him now. He's got a grapple. Bots don't use mobility, so I know that it wasn't a bot. Okay, now he's pushing up. Okay, right here, I would just turn around and I would take high ground on this guy. Again, I just like to know where people are before they jump me. I'd rather jump them. And it's all about that quick decision making. Like, okay, I see somebody over there. They don't know where I'm at. Let me just jump up there and take some shots at them. Let me just find out where they're at, right? Before they find out where I'm at, kind of thing. I mean, that's just me. I kind of play a little more aggressive, but I think that you've got the skills, the mechanical skills to play aggressively, but you just need to work on spotting enemies better and scanning your environment better and moving to better positions quicker, because a lot of times you get inside of structures and you kind of just hang out there and you're not really doing much. You're not really figuring out where the player is. You're just hanging out there, kind of burning a lot of time in your game right now. Like, you fought 4 real players and there's only 8 players left. So just some feedback. If you want to go for kind of like more active games, just get more active, cover more ground. And that means just not stopping in a building and waiting there for very long. The way that you're scanning is not super optimal. So as soon as you come up the zip right here, I would probably just turn around right now and take a look. Might as well just take a look that way. Okay, now we're gonna go over here, and I'd like to be out here on this ice and just look around and just get a lay of the land. Now we're out here, but we're still not scanning down here below us very well. Just go over to the edge. This guy is not gonna headshot snipe you if you're jumping up and down. Just get a better look. There's also a medallion over to the right. Now I would just be switching over to the right side and looking for him. Okay, again, I would just go to that side of the island. You are almost there. Just take a look towards the medallion right here. I'm always scanning the map for medallions because the medallions are usually the best players in your lobby, and you really want to keep track of them. Like, just knowing where the best players in the lobby are is, you know, really, really good information. So right now he's to your right. I would definitely be looking to the right now. He could still be on that hill, and now, yeah, we go to this edge. That's a little bit better. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, there he is. I think that's a medallion down there, yeah, because you can see the direction that he's facing. Oh, nice shots. These are looking good. It's close. Oh, nice. Yeah, man, you've got great aim. Very good aim. Nice lineup on that. I just don't think you need to be playing this passive, to be honest. You've got the skills. This is good, though. We're rotating out early. There's 2 medallions behind us, so there's danger close. But I'm glad you're rotating out early instead of late because these guys would get ahead of you and then they'd beam you on your way in. We're going back to this house. All right, this is your home. So somebody's grappling in. Nice. If you had eyes on this guy earlier, you would probably been able to get some AR tags on him or some SMG tags on him. You wouldn't have taken that much damage, right? I would have just much rather have you have eyes on this guy, know where he's at, so you can like make the decision like, am I going to fight this guy right now while he's at range in a sprint running at me and it's easy for me? Or am I going to like crouch and like catch him off guard? Because right now, maybe he sees you. He sees you really quick. He lands a massive pump on you. I mean, honestly, he took like, what is that? Almost 180 damage right there. Not a great move in my opinion, just the positioning of it, right? Like the decision to take this close range fight. These are the things that end your game. These close range 50-50s. Even if you're like very confident you're going to beat the player, you're very likely to get third partied by the guy that was over here. We knew there was a guy over here because we saw him grapple earlier. So it's just kind of risky. Okay, medallion player coming in behind us. And again, I probably would have checked big map at some point during all this. We have not been checking our map at all. Just getting ideas of where medallion players are at, kind of where the zone is, where we need to rotate, be marking like good positions in zone, thinking about your rotation. It kind of seems like right now you're kind of winging it, not looking at like map and rotations a lot. Okay, we're gonna break this wall open. It's not bad. I don't like that you didn't check your right very well before doing this. Could be somebody like sitting behind that tree, and as soon as you open that, they're just like ready to headshot you. Doesn't hurt to check your surroundings. Okay, there's the medallion player probably. He's just grappling out. See, I didn't really like how static you were while you're watching this guy right here. Like you still don't know what's to your right. Okay, it's a cliff. It looks like it's a cliff, so maybe you knew that, but maybe not. Nice, come up on a health pack, and we got cover. Nice, we're hiding, hitting her. Nice, I like the way you're scanning right there. That's good. Maybe do it a little bit earlier, but still pretty good. I like that you at least turned around and checked 360 degrees, or at least 270 degrees. This is a good rotation right here. I like what we're doing. This is the slow side of zone, so we got some time to get over to this backside, and nobody's going to be in this backside. Well, there might be players right here right now, but like if we can get to the backside, that's going to be pretty sweet. Right now, I just don't like the way that you're moving through this environment. If you're gonna like be rotating and walking through open areas like this, definitely be like sprint sliding. You're burning all your stamina with these sprint jumps. Sprint jump, no stamina left. So watch that APM video to learn how to not burn stamina at all when you're moving. All you have to do is let go of the toggle, your W key or your forward toggle when you're jumping, and you will not be burning stamina. This is very easy for someone to line up a shot on you if they're in this bush. I do like that you're holding tight here to the canyon a little bit, but like right here, this is death. Someone's in that bush, they got a sniper, you're very easy target without stamina right now. Even coming down this, if somebody's like, I don't know, on this hill or up this hill, which is very likely, this is the best spot to be right now. To your right somewhere is pretty much best spot to be. Most people should know that. If I was in that bush right now, I'd be like, oh, this guy's nice and easy, coming straight at me. Just line this up, at least land a body shot, and then finish with an AR when you have no cover. Okay, we're pushing this hill pretty sketchy as well, but you're coming up this hill with no stamina, and this is like the ideal spot to be, so you should expect someone to be here if they rotated early. And they're not, and you kind of got lucky because there might be somebody to your right now as well, and you really haven't checked that hill very well. And there was, and it looks like he's coming down. So you're lucky that it looks like he's running from somebody. If he was sitting up on this hill, you'd probably get sniped because you're just not checking that hill well enough. So you see him as he's coming down. I mean, I guess he was sliding really fast, but even then, like, I don't think you checked the hill. Nice shot. Dude, your aim is really good. So like, you get the positioning and the awareness down, scanning your environment better. Oh, so deadly. And less of this crouching stuff. Like just, you know, there's 3 other players in the lobby. There we go. Keep moving. This guy might be in this bush. Okay, decent approach. So what I would like to see, I mean, just a very small minor thing right here. Aim with your shot, get your shotgun out right now and aim towards center of the bush. Most people, if they're going to sit in a bush, are going to be center of the bush. and you want to look up at them. Right now your aim is down, and so they're gonna get the first shot on you, and then you're gonna have to like adjust your aim. And right now, if he's right here, you're probably missing your first or second shot. Just a small minor thing, right? But just be more prepared for the fight. Again, we're doing the crouching thing, and just not a lot of reason to do it. You already shockwaved over here, so people know you're in this general direction, and you're doing a lot of crouching. I would just like get better eyes. Just try to find these players. It's so important to know where these players are. Okay, a fight just went down, and a crown just dropped over there. Yep. Okay, nice. Ooh. Okay. That's all right. Okay, I don't really love right now how you're on the edge of this bush and being very static. So there's two other players. There's two other players in this lobby, and you've accounted for one, but you don't know where the other one is, and you're on the edge of the bush, which means they can probably see you sticking out right now. I see it all the time. People think they're safe in the bush, but you got to be in center bush for people not to see you. Right now, I know that you're on edge, so you're definitely sticking out. There you go. Back up a little there. There you go. Oh, and there we go. Was that a bot? I think I was shooting the hill. This guy knows where you're at, and this guy knows where you're at, and you do not want to be pinched between these guys. I would just, yeah. Oh, I would have gone left. Ooh, this is super sketchy. Okay, so the other guy was in this area, and we just don't know where we're shocking into right now. I understand you want to get out, but like you might be just jumping into the frying pan or into the fire. He could be behind this tree. He could be behind this rock. Oh, he's not. Okay. Exposing your right to, I mean, you don't know where he's at. So now you got to be thinking maybe he's to your right, maybe he's to your left. And you got to just scan your environment better really quick. Just, there he is. He's to your right. So he could have headshot sniped you right there. Nice. Okay. So that's a good play right there. You got your riot shield out. I mean, you know, I would have taken an AR into the end game instead of a Riot Shield, but Riot Shield was really, really good during this time, so I understand. It's just not my cup of tea, but it's really, really powerful. Very hard to beat in end game circles. Can definitely keep you alive, but preference, I like to snipe people and then finish with an AR, and if you only have a pistol, it's a little rough. So I probably would have dropped the Icy Grappler at some point. You know, you're coming into this with 6 shocks anyways. 6 shocks is like enough for this zone and 5 players left or whatever it was. So you could have had the Riot Shield and an AR if you wanted. Either way, nice play. Nice swap to the shotgun there. Grab the medallion quick. I like that. Grab the crown. Nice. He's quick with it. Good loot. That's a very good loot section right there. You may have just taken a quick look before you even started looting though. Look up the hill. I have a feeling this guy might be a bot because the shots that he was doing earlier were like not hitting you and he had your back. And he was shooting a hill when he was shooting. Again, shockwaving into a very risky position without knowing where the enemy is. We just want to find the enemy first before we make any moves. Like, yeah, the storm is on you, but you can definitely outrun this thing, slide up to this hill, figure out where he's at before you slide right into him, right? He could be on a right shoulder peak behind this wall right now, and you're game over, right? He wins because of that. Because of this one decision. Very dangerous. You're just kind of like, yeah, I like that you have the shockwaves out and you're ready to go again, but you just got to get more information about where your enemies are before you push out into spots like this, especially open spaces. If you're going to shockwave, at least have an idea of the cover that you're sliding into and have a fairly good idea that the player's not there or like, you know, yeah, that's AI. Nice shot. So yeah, this guy's AI because you can see he's shooting way off to the left here. He's just standing on a hillside crouched. Also didn't push up during the third party, which, I mean, most players know that you always want a third party the last fight, second to last fight. So, like, in my mind, I was kind of already thinking that he's an AI. Nice shot, though. But well played, man. Very, very impressive. The 6 months, you have grown so much as a player. You're super good. Your aim is really good. Your movement is pretty good. You can improve a little bit with a jump slide thing, get your movement a little cleaner, but you were moving through environments very well without running into things, without like getting caught up on like looting for too long. Like you have very good skill, mechanical skill, and now you just got to be more confident and be less crouchy, have better awareness. And usually that is just by scanning your environment more and looking for those players, figuring out where players are, trying to get the jump on them before they get the jump on you. Just figure out where everyone is, just as much as you can. Just try to find players so that at least you know where they're going to be coming from, because I feel like a lot of times you're like kind of surprised when they push up, or you kind of know where they are, but you don't like see eyes on them until it's just really close and it's like a 50-50 close range fight sort of thing. So that's just my general feedback, but overall, man, you have made huge improvements in your gameplay. Really proud of you. Well done, and thank you so much for sharing this. Now, if you guys are new to this channel and you like Fortnite Zero Build content like this, you gotta check out my must-watch playlist on my YouTube channel. I promise you will not regret it. It's gonna help you a lot more, I think, than the content here. It's gonna be a lot more in-depth mechanically, and I think it'll really help you out. Now, if you like what I'm doing here and you want to support me, leave a like on the video and consider using code TobyWanShinobi in your Fortnite item shop. It helps me so much. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Squim Wiggles, thank you so much again for sending this content in. Really appreciate it. Have yourself a great day. Shinobi out.